Hello, everyone. My name is Sean. I am the Crypto Smith. Thank you for coming back to the channel. I do appreciate it. If you guys wouldn't mind throwing a like and subscribe out there at some point during the video, before or after, it doesn't really matter to me. And if you wouldn't mind watching to the end of the video, that really does help go a long way with promoting my video out there on YouTube. And that helps me grow the channel. The entire reason I'm here is to provide great content for all of you awesome people out there. And give me a comment if you want to see something specific, or you want me to cover a project or a token or some NFTs or whatever it is you would like to see. I'm down for anything. Let me know in the comments down below. I do appreciate that. Today we are going to talk about the SEC versus, not Ripple this time, the SEC versus Coinbase, potentially. There is not an SEC versus Coinbase just yet, but it could be in the future. What is going on right now? Well, last week, a lot of you probably already know, and this is just me giving my take on it. This is not breaking news today. I'm a little bit behind, but I'd like to give you my take on what is going on with the SEC and what's going on with Coinbase, because they're both not good. So the DOJ arrested a former product manager at Coinbase on insider trading. Basically, this product manager was in charge of rolling out new tokens or coins on the platform, right? They would vet them. Him and his team would vet them. And then they would either decide to list or not list them. And then once he knew they were going to list them and they had a date set for to pop up on Coinbase and start trading, he would give that information allegedly give that information to his brother and to his friend. And then they would front run. Basically, they would just buy those tokens because there's what we call a Coinbase pop or Coinbase pump in the crypto world. Once Coinbase actually lists a token, it gets a pretty good pump. People get excited about it. They buy in, the price goes up, people make money. Well, if you know that information in advance and you know exactly when these are going to get listed, well, that doesn't hurt now, does it? So allegedly, these guys were involved in some insider trading. There's been an arrest. There's not been any proof yet. The case hasn't gone forward. So what's happened is during the announcement and that arrest, what the SEC did in their complaint to this person is they listed him and his cohorts. And then they also listed 9 tokens that they are stating are unregistered securities. These are some of the tokens that they were illegally trading in. And the SEC went ahead and did a sneaky tactic and listed these 9 tokens in court documents, stating that they are unregistered securities. Now, they don't have any proof that these are unregistered securities or securities at all. And it's not been proven by anybody. They're just claiming. And just because the SEC says they are, doesn't make them securities. That's not how it works. They're going to have to go through a court case for each one of them to find whether they are or they not. Are they not? That could take a very long time. But the fact that the SEC decided to play sneaky and get these in and listed them as unregistered securities in court documents was very wise on their part. Now, it's in bad faith, of course, because there's no proof. And we know that Gary Gensler and the SEC thinks that every single cryptocurrency besides Bitcoin is a security, including Ethereum. So all of you Ethereum maxis out there who say Ethereum isn't untouchable, this is not the case at all. Nobody at the SEC has stated that Ethereum is not a security. As a matter of fact, I do believe that 8 out of these 9 tokens that they listed all are built on the Ethereum blockchain. So what does that tell you? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with these going forward. I know it's going to be an uphill fight for the SEC to try to actually label these as unregistered securities, but that's what they did. Now, Coinbase didn't really appreciate that. Why wouldn't they appreciate that? Well, Coinbase states they don't list securities on their website. Now, this is a tweet from Paul Grewal, who is the lead legal officer over at Coinbase. He's stating Coinbase does not list securities, end of story. Right? I'm happy to say again, we are confident that the rigorous diligence process, a process the SEC has already reviewed, keeps securities off our platform. So basically what happens, Coinbase came up with a process that they go through with their new tokens to decide if these are securities, they're not securities, and that they meet all of the legal guidelines for non-securities. And the SEC approved this process for Coinbase. So how could it be that Coinbase has been listing all of these unregistered securities when they're using the same process that the SEC themselves have approved? That does beg a question, doesn't it? Also, when Coinbase wanted to go public with their company, they had to file what we call an S1 with the SEC. What that is the SEC reviews all of their legal documents, all of the holdings, how they're structured, all this kind of stuff, and approves them to have a IPO, an initial public offering. SEC gave them approval. Well, some of these tokens that they listed were on their platform when they went public. So how is it possible that the SEC approved them to go public with unregistered securities on their platform? Seems a little strange, doesn't it? Now, in my mind, this is exactly how the SEC works, right? They don't care about the law. They don't care about being fair and honest because they haven't been any of that during this SEC versus Ripple case. And then they go on and they say, hey, we have an open door policy. You know, if you have questions about your business practices and you're not really sure where you fit in, come and talk to us and we'll help you out and we'll let you know. And then they don't. You go talk to them and then you walk out the door and then the next day you have a subpoena in your face and they're going to sue you now because you're a security and you're unregistered securities or you sold unregistered securities. That's how they do things at the SEC. So if you're a budding business or crypto project in this country, do not talk to the SEC unless you are absolutely required to, because they will screw you 100% of the time. That's what's going on in this country. So Coinbase fired back and they said, we don't sell securities and we don't list securities on our platform. We have a process for that you guys approved. The SEC didn't like that. So now they're launching a probe, into Coinbase. So basically they pissed off the SEC and the SEC said, well, yeah, we think you did. So we're going to go ahead and launch a probe or an investigation over that. So that's what's going on with the SEC and Coinbase. Not good for Coinbase. Coinbase prices have been going down for a long time. Coinbase right now is down 75% since the beginning of the year, right? And it's not looking good for them. I can see them falling further, right? None of this stuff helps. First, they had the memo that they filed with the SEC that basically stated that if we go bankrupt, there's no protection for our account holders, and the court could view all of our depositors as collateral or as deposits for Coinbase. Basically meaning if you have crypto on the Coinbase platform and they, for some reason, go bankrupt or file for bankruptcy, your accounts are going to be frozen, and then Coinbase could determine your crypto to be their crypto and help them get out of bankruptcy or pay their debts, or the courts could decide that you're going to use your deposits, which isn't their money, it's your money. So that caused a big uproar. They lost value that way. Obviously, nobody likes to hear that. And they lost a lot of customers during the process. So obviously their price tanked, and now they have a former employee getting arrested for insider trading. And now they have an investigation going on that they're listing unregistered securities on their platform. It just doesn't stop with Coinbase. What is the moral of the story here? Number one, don't trust the SEC ever. It's never a good thing. I do believe personally that they are one of the most corrupt agencies in our government. Number two, do not keep your crypto on exchanges. Okay, I know you've heard me say this. I've said it probably a billion times. I'm going to say it 1,000,001 times now. Take your crypto off of the exchanges. If there's a full-blown investigation into Coinbase, Coinbase could freeze all of the assets on their platform, which might include your assets. Not mine, because I don't have any on there. I only use them for a very convenient, very quick onboarding and offboarding of crypto to fiat or fiat to crypto. That's what I do. Get it out there. I buy what I want to buy, store it in my Ledger Nano X. Get yourself off of the exchanges and get yourself a cold storage wallet. I have it listed in the description below. You can buy off of my link. It goes straight to Ledger. There's no other third party. You don't buy a used one. Don't ever buy a used cold storage wallet, and don't buy it anywhere except the official Ledger site or whatever brand you happen to be purchasing. Buy it from their site. The liquidity crisis we're having right now, with exchanges going down, with lenders going down, everything is crashing. Maybe we're starting to stabilize a little bit with the market going up in the last couple of days, but I don't know. I still believe we have not hit the bottom. The underlying market in the world out there, all of the asset classes, nothing has changed. Inflation is still really high. There's still increasing interest rates. Real estate's coming down. The automobile industry is coming down. These things still have not changed yet to the positive. There's no reason for crypto to change. So be careful. Don't just start aping in because you see green candles. That is the worst time to get in. I'm going to leave it right there. Get your crypto off exchanges. Okay. 1 billion and 2 times now. Don't take the chance. It's not worth it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. And you can clearly see what the SEC is doing to Coinbase. The SEC is doing this to other projects as well, and of course, including Ripple. And I cover that on this channel. And I'm going to continue to cover it until that case is over. And then I'm just going to continue to cover Ripple and XRP. After that, that's the end for this one. Until next time, you guys have a great weekend.